Glad you're here today. I am 56 and we're going to do over 50 makeup, obviously, since I'm 56. And we're going to do everything from the Dollar Tree today. So, we're going to have to turn those things off. Bear with me for just a moment while I turn off my sound and notifications. Used to, when we bought things from the Dollar Tree, everything was $1. Now it's $1.25. So, but they still call it the Dollar Tree, and I know in Europe they call them pound stores and different things like that. So I'm starting off actually with this face set that I found. They didn't really have anything that I thought looked good for, doing your face with, but this came with a cleanser. And I thought it was really neat that it was set up. It was a 1, 2, 3 easy thing. Oh, awesome! So you did the cleanser. I did that off camera, of course. And then there was a serum, and then the face mask, which you're supposed to put on for 20 minutes, which is basically what I'm about to take off. So I thought this was kind of cool. It doesn't say anything about clean beauty or anything like that. And hi, I'm glad you're here. But it does say that it is not a product of Canada, but it mentions that it's in Canada, which I'm sad to say. Their standards are better, for having yucky stuff and things. So I felt a lot better by seeing that. But this says vitamin C&E, 3-step facial mask, and this is the only thing that I'm going to use for my face because I couldn't find a face cream that I liked. So I'm going to take that off, and it's supposed to be a brightening mask. It's Saturday. It's a fun day. And I can tell you that that's really, really hydrating. I'm just going to take it down my neck. And today I'm going to do everything Dollar Tree. If I didn't buy it from the Dollar Tree or couldn't find it, I'm not doing it. So that was really nice. I'm going to use it on my hands as well because, like I said, I'm trying to do complete Dollar Tree. So definitely say hi when you pop in. And remember, I can't see without my glasses. So I'll have to say hi and respond to questions later. I did find the ears at the Dollar Tree, and you know how I'm fond of my ears. So let's jump straight in. And I'm also using only Dollar Tree tools, so this could be very interesting or very tragic, and I'm not sure which one. So this is what they had for makeup. This is the only thing that my local Dollar Tree had for makeup. It is liquid makeup by LA Colors. So we're just gonna give it a try. I have no idea. I have not used this stuff before. A couple of things I've actually just kind of squirted on my hand to see what it looked like or tried the colors, but it was really very hit or miss. So, they did have a beauty blender, thank goodness, because I don't think I could have done it without a beauty blender. And it is damp. So I've got my brand new Dollar Tree beauty blender, which seems like pretty much the rest of my beauty blenders for the most part. And I don't have any setting spray, nothing to set anything with, so this may look tragic. It's okay. We're just doing this for fun. So just a fun time to do makeup. And one of the things that I think is so cool is like when I was a teenager and even a young woman, several of my girlfriends and I would do our makeup together. And it was such great fun. So I hope that, we can do a little bit of that today. Just kind of have some girlfriend time, put makeup on, test out new things, and play around. So I grabbed 2 colors. I don't know what the colors are, but there's one. And I'll list everything later if anybody's interested. And so we're just gonna see how it goes. I actually lucked up. That color is not too bad on me. And I don't think I've ever used LA Colors foundation like a day in my life. So I actually, wow, kind of amazed at that. All right, I'm going to try a little bit more. And I have no primer. They didn't have any primer. And I do have I did get my beauty blender very wet because I was afraid that it wouldn't blend well. So I really wanted it to be nice and wet. But that is really, really light. So I'm going to try some more just to see if I can get a little bit more coverage. So thanks for saying hi. Definitely tell me where you're from. I'm in North Alabama, all the way at the top of the state. And it is 53 degrees here today, but we had, summertime the other day. So is where you live like that? Are you having summer one day, spring the next, and maybe even winter? Or are you on the opposite side of the world from me and in a completely different season? I don't think I have any concealer either. Pretty sure. Oh, I have a highlighter though. So I'm going to take that a little bit under my eyes, just in case the highlighter looks terrible. So I don't know if I'm just wiping it off at this point. All right. I'm looking at my 10x mirror because I cannot see without glasses, but I think that gave me a little bit of coverage. It definitely disappeared into my face, and I feel like my nose is more even looking than it was before. I'm actually wowed by that. I can't believe that. I would have, I would have never thought. Never would have thought. Okay, so let's move on. I have no lip primer. I did find 3 colors and good brands at the Dollar Tree. The one is by NYX. Another one was by, I think this one is L'Oreal, but again, I can't see. So, let's see. Maybelline. This one's by Maybelline. And then I found one by L'Oreal. So I don't know if they just, sell all their colors or their old stuff to the Dollar Tree or what happened. But I did find a little bit of the problem, which was the color on most of these. So there's the one. And they're just tragically orange. That's what I call tragic orange. And I know orange looks good on some people, but that's a little too orangey for me. All right, let's try the NYX. It's really, really thick too. I don't know about that one at all. Let's try this one, see how that looks. Well, that's actually more pinky. I think I could do that one. It's like a pinky orange. So that's a possibility. This one is going to be like, that's going in the Halloween bin. Halloween time. And then I noticed that the Maybelline actually had, I don't know if they're calling it a lip liner. It says Plumper Please, Duo Sculpture, something in French. Oh, here's English. Okay, gloss on one end and a liner on the other, but that's a really fat liner, so we'll see. Let's see what color. That's more pinky, and so I think I'm going to go with that because I'm more pinky. I'm kind of pinky orangey. Pinky orangey. Oh, it's very light. I was afraid it was going to be very true to that color. That's not bad at all. It's it's got the same consistency of a kind of a creamy lip liner. And I'm just gonna put it all over. It's got a smell, it's got a minty smell. Oh, I bet that's what I was trying to say. It's got a lip plumper. It's a lip plumper. Did you know that there are lip liner plumpers now? I just learned about this the other day, so if you haven't heard about it either, now we both are in the know. And I've ordered some more to see how they work. And there are different kind of lip plumpers. Some lip plumpers use, what are they called? They use natural oils. We're going to put it that way since I don't know what that's called. But they use natural oils and they will plump just a little bit. And then some of them are chemical plumpers and some of them use hot pepper. So when you're looking at lip plumpers, they're not all the same. Some of them are very minimalistic and then some of them will give you much bigger lips. But I can actually feel that doing something, and I'm going to try the other end and see how this looks. And that's a lip gloss. Let's see what color it is. So this is very, very similar to the color that they paired it with, obviously. Obviously, they worked hard on that. All right. And that one's definitely got a minty smell and feel to it too. I know the first time I used a lip plumper, I was kind of scared because, you know, it made my lips really, really warm, and I wasn't sure if that was normal or not, and it was kind of scary. And now I like them. I don't like all brands. I think my favorite is the City Lips, and most people I think can use those, but some people do have a problem with them. So let's throw that away. All right, got my lips on. Always put my lips on sort of, you know, in the beginning because I want to see if anything's going to go wrong, if it's going to bleed or any of that stuff. And that way I have a chance to fix it before I actually leave the house like that. All right, so we're going to do some eyebrows and eyeshadow next. Here's what I got for eyeshadow. I found these by NYX. Okay, again, most of these are going to be weird colors like that nobody wants to wear. I can pull off the purple, but I thought, you never know about the blue. And they did have a brown. It was one little brown. So for $1.25 each, I thought that was pretty cool. And I got this one by LA Colors too. I thought those were really pretty colors. And I don't know how this is going to work, but I noticed that it's got a little bit of a perfumey smell. And so I'm not into that, but I may use it for today. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. And they had, here's what I got for brushes. So we had one by, this is the Sassy and Chic blush brush, which I couldn't find any blush, but we may use it for something anyway. And then Sassy and Chic, that to me is more like a lip liner brush, but we're going to use it for all kinds of stuff. And then they did have a Wet n Wild brush. So again, just playing around and testing things to see if you can actually take Dollar Tree makeup and look decent. So that's actually, you know, pretty soft brush. So I think I'm going to try this one here, and we'll just take the light color. Just take that light color and put it on and see how it looks. So I'm not even going to tap it off. I'm just going to go right on. Oh, and it's got a little bit of shimmer to it. So I'm just going to put it on the other one to make the match, and then I'm probably not going to use this for a base because I don't want shimmer on right away. If I'm going to wear something with shimmer, I'm going to want it just strategically placed. So I hope you're having an amazing Saturday. I am in a terrific mood. I love Saturdays. They are definitely a fun day. I'm going to try this one right here. That's looking a little bit like something I could wear on a normal day. Yeah. Which is your fun day? What day is your fun day? I like Monday too. Usually I work all weekend, and then if I'm going to slough off, it's probably going to be Monday or Thursday after I post my longer video. When I post that long video, I'll check a couple of comments and I'll make sure everything's straight, you know, and I have everything listed in the video, and then I'm out the door. I have to go. I have to get out of this house and go shopping. Not for anything, you know, nothing extravagant. I'm not an extravagant person. I actually like this. This is nice, and it's light, looks blendable. So I'm just going to take it up a little bit higher. I have to take it up a little bit higher on my eye because of having a hooded eye. And of course, there's different shapes of hooded eyes. I've always had a hooded eye, so it's basically always looked like this. It's just that as I've gotten a little older, we've gotten a little droopier, and as I've gotten fatter and had problems with allergies. I'm more puffy than normal. So, but it's always been a hooded eye for me. I know some people don't get hooded eyes until they get a little bit older. And some people, you know, never get them. And I've got that kind of hooded eye that comes forward, and some people get the kind that are more, you know, they're deeper set. So when you hear people talking about hooded eyes makeup, sometimes it's a little confusing because you look at them and you're like, they don't have hooded eyes like I have hooded eyes, you know. And then some people really have like the lid that really just kind of sits down all the way over the lash line. And by the way, I've been waiting for this company's going to send me some samples of these little stickers that go on your eyelid, and it holds your hooded eye up a little farther. So we've been waiting for those to arrive to do a video on that, and they are really, really neat. So we're going to be putting them to the test and definitely making a video as soon as they arrive, because I know a lot of people have, you know, they don't want to have surgery, but they have just that extra bit that's kind of, you know, just in so much in the way that they can barely see, or they just want to have a little bit of a lid that's visible. So, all right, now this is not highly pigmented, but it's nice. So, I don't know if you've ever seen those by NYX, but that was kind of cool. Now, I am going to use the blue. I know somebody was like, "Oh, yeah, we're playing today." I'm going to use that little brush and see if I can do that. I'm going to try it on my hand first, see how. Oh yeah, so it's pretty pigmented, but it's also flying around, so it may have a bit of fallout. So I'm just going to work it into my brush, let the fallout happen on my hand first, and then just use it as an eyeliner here. Oh, it just went all over my cheek. Oh, and under my eye. That's okay. That's another reason that I do my under eyes last, because if you're going to have mistakes, you don't want to have like perfect concealer and then, you know, mess it all up with some cheap dollar store makeup. All right, so there's the blue. It's maybe coming across as a little purpley. Definitely got it all over my face. Lots and lots of fallout on these, apparently. And I like to take it, you know, I have to stop right there because all of that's going to be, it's going to tuck under that skin as soon as I relax my face. So I stop right here. But if you don't have a hooded eye where it, you know, slumps over like that, then you can take yours out a little bit further. But for me, it's all got to tuck neatly under there. It's almost like an eye foreskin. Oh, what a weird thing to say, but it's true. It's got to tuck under there. So I'll take it at an angle and then just work it into my lash line. And then where it got up a little too high, I'll just blend that in. Here, they're slightly different, so I'll just bring that up a little bit. But again, it's all going to tuck under. This just goes to show you can use really cheap tools. You don't have to have very, very expensive tools to make your makeup look good. Of course, this doesn't look good yet, but we're going to make it look good. Thank goodness they had makeup remover wipes, which I'm going to use here in just a minute to clean up all that stuff that went all over my cheeks. But first, I'm going to get another color. I'm going to try this purple. Add some of this purple. If I can get it open. I even bought stuff for fingernails to try. I think the Dollar Tree is fun. It's a fun place to go. If you're bored and you don't want to spend a bunch of money, that's terrible. If you're bored, you should try shopping at the Dollar Tree. All right. I don't know what I did with my brush. Here we go. I'm just going to grab a little bit of that. We'll see. We'll see how this works. Just kind of... Just sort of marry the colors together. Marry them together. And if I'm going to wear anything, if I'm going to swoop anything out, it's going to be in this area up here and not here. And this is looking very, very blotchy. It's looking so very blotchy. So I don't know if there's anything I can do to fix that because I don't have an eye primer. But I'm going to do my best. I will do my best. And I might have a trick to help with that. And we'll see if it'll work. So sometimes, you know, if you don't have all the neat stuff, wipe all this off my hand and get it off my cheeks. If you don't have all the neat tools, then there are definitely some hacks still that we can learn that will help. So, well, I think somebody just sent me money. Well, that was very sweet. Thank you so much. That was very, very kind. Very, very kind. Okay. So they did have these Pond's, these little Pond's makeup wipes. I'm not a huge makeup wipe person because I'm sensitive and usually they just are going to bother my skin. This one actually didn't. So, and I think it was, it says it's gentle, but usually gentle things are just not, you know, they're not really that gentle. Okay. So I'm going to take a little bit of that foundation and my beauty blender again. And I'm going to see if we can go over that eyeshadow and just make it look a little bit better. Okay, ready? You can do this anytime. Just going to go over it. See if we can get a little bit of a softer, a little bit better, a little bit better. Normally I do this in the outer corner when I'm doing my concealer. I'll do this right here just to go over and make sure that I'm blended there. So since this was looking kind of tragic on my end, I thought, well, I'll try that. So did that look any better to you, or is it still looking really, really blotchy? Pretty blotchy. And that's why I love my eyeshadow primer, but I saw none of that. So not to worry, not to worry. We can still make this work. I am going to clean off that brush that I was using, the little bitty one, and we're going to see about using this little brown pot for eyebrows. Okay, so I have to lean back to see without my glasses. Better though, a little bit better. Yeah, still a little bit weird. That's why I love my normal products, but gotta try something fun. All right, I'm just going to use this and see if I can do my brows, okay? Just put a little mark there because I don't have my brow stamp. And I've gotten so lazy. Oh, I love my brow stamp. So if you haven't done this before, you basically want to go straight up the side of the middle of your nose, right? On both sides. That's where your brows are going to start. Okay. And then you're going to go through the middle of your eye. And that's where your arch is going to be. Same on the other side. And this is really helpful for those who don't know where their brows go, or they're missing like mine, or they're missing and they're crooked, because my brows just grow crooked. And then from the side of the nostril, the corner of the eye, and that's going to be where your tail, you really don't want it to go any farther than that. Let's say that. You can lift the tail up and move the tail around to suit your own needs. But you don't want to bring it too low. On me, you don't want to bring it too low because it can drag my eye down and drag my face down. So you adjust that for your own benefit. And then I kind of just go, I want to do a straight line up. I know this looks so tragic. If somebody's popping in right now, they'll be like, whoa, drag queen hour. Nothing wrong with a good drag queen. I mean, they can do some amazing makeup. And then I'm just going to go kind of parallel. I'm going to go parallel in this area, and then I'm going to taper it off as I get up here. And you determine the thickness that you want to do this. I'm just going to fill it in. Then we're just going to follow like what I naturally have for a brow there. And I like a big pointy arch, so you do you when it comes to eyebrows. Not what anybody else says, not what I say. Makeup is art. It's art. So I don't believe in rules, only suggestions. So there's kind of how one is going to look. I'm going to try and make the other one look the same, which is always harder because the brows are different. I know, I'm just complaining. If you're just jumping in and you're wondering what in the heck is going on, we're doing Dollar Tree makeup. Everything used to be $1, now it's $1.25. Everything, I think that's the story of America right now. Everything used to be cheaper and now it's not. And I think the only ones being compensated better work at McDonald's, maybe. Is it like that where you live? It seems like all of the salaries have stayed the same in our area, but McDonald's employees are making good now. And I mean, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them, but I'm like, come on now. All right, now I can already tell that I have followed, and these are not quite exactly the same, but I'll tweak that in just a sec. Just a second. I really love to have a nice brow to frame my eyes, but I also don't want to go out in public and look scary and ridiculous. So I always make sure that I take a selfie before I go anywhere and make sure that everything looks nice and straight. So I do have, I'm going to just grab a Q-tip, which they do sell at the Dollar Tree, so I'm not cheating. Definitely not cheating. Those are looking kind of straight from where I'm sitting. Are they looking straight-ish to you? Straight-ish? Not perfect, just straight-ish. Okay, that's my quickie, relatively quickie brow deal. And then I'm going to see if I can underline with this highlighter. We're going to see how, oh, this is very pearly looking. Very pearly, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to use this to underline my brows or not, but I'm going to try it all the same. Interesting. Right or no? What say you? Is that going to work? Is that going to work? Somebody sent me a rose. Thank you. I'm sorry I can't read your comments and do this at the same time. I need to wake up my son and say, look, you get in here and read these comments off to me instead of sleeping all day. I don't know. Oh, wow. That was a lot. That was a lot. By the way, thank you for all of the beautiful, beautiful compliments that you guys leave me. You guys meaning you ladies. Because this is really an amazing group of people that hang out on this channel. And I actually told somebody the other day, and I'm going to start doing this more. You know, somebody said, "Hey, I'm new here, and, you know, I really enjoy your videos." And I said something like, "Welcome. This is a great, you know, beautiful, friendly group of people here." And that is exactly the way I feel. I feel like it's like a little family. We got our little family of makeup funsy people. So I consider you guys friends and my online family. Now this may look stupid when I put it above, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because it's Saturday. It's fun day. I think it's really important to have a day where you put on makeup and you don't go anywhere. You just put it on to try new things. I rarely try a new thing and then go out in public that way. Rarely, rarely. All right, I have to look at this at a distance. It's not bad. It's not bad. I think I would like concealer better, but it's not so... It definitely catches the light when I move my head, but it's not awful at all. And I think I'm going to love this just in the corner of my eyes. So let's try that. I'm going to grab that beauty blender, add a little bit of color back under my eyes because I really wiped it all away. And I don't have any blush or anything on. The lipstick is doing okay. It's wearing a little bit in the corners though. So, but you know, there could be any lipstick can do that. Just, especially with no primer. I think this would be fine, just that crayon on the end. I would use that. I would totally use that. All right, let's grab a little bit of this. But I'll tell you what the star of the day was. This. I couldn't believe this. Like, if somebody's on a budget or you just can't find your makeup, that stuff was really kind of awesome. I'm gonna wear it under my eyes. Of course, you know, no matter what you're wearing, it helps to prep your skin, get that all sorted out, and then you're going to be able to wear a lot more things. But I mean, that does not look bad under the eye. I still would have liked to have had some primer, but you know, we're playing. I'd love to know what your cheapest, your most favorite El Cheapo thing is. It does not have to be makeup either. I mean, it would be nice to hear about makeup, but sometimes those really, really cheapo things can be the best. They can really be the best. And I did get a kohl eyeliner from Wet n Wild there. So we're going to see if I can add a few strokes to my eyebrows with that. If I can open it up. My girlfriend and I used to joke that when, you know, when we would wear something expensive, we would never comment. You know, if you would say something to her about how beautiful it was, she would say, "Oh, thank you," if it was expensive. And if it was cheap, she'd say, "Oh, I got it for $5." So, okay. I'm going to see if I can just put a couple of kind of realistic hair-like strokes here. And I'm going to go downward up here. And I probably shouldn't have done that because I don't have anything to blend it with. Eek. You really need to blend your brows. You have to look at a distance. Whoops, sorry. Sorry, I just knocked you. Okay, from a distance, it's looking okay. I don't know about right up close, because a 10x mirror does not show you right up close like a regular face would be. So if you use one of those, you know what I mean. You're looking at yourself very closely. You're seeing every flaw. And when you do your makeup, you kind of have to look at a distance that you would a normal face to see, you know, how that really looks. So I've created, whether it was good or bad, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side just to make things even. Now, I did not realize how much fun it is over here on YouTube until I really started to get into it. Not only is it more fun, like you can create a community here and of like-minded people and just have so much fun. And I mean, one day I really need to film myself when I'm going through comments, although it does take me a while. The thing is, I mean, you guys are commenting, I'm smiling, I'm laughing, I'm having a ball with it. So sometimes I only have time to heart something or put a smiley face or say thank you. But I'm like, I'm really enjoying it. So thank you. Thank you. I am going to see if I can do anything up here. I don't know if this is going to be very spreadable. Just a tiny bit there. Nope, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to, not going to do any, that's too, it's not creamy enough. It's not going to spread. And I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm going to line this just a little bit. That's a little bit right there for definition. I'll have to try those eyeshadow powders again with an eye primer to see if they're going to look any better. Because I do like some of the NYX products. I'll just use this and smudge that a little bit. You are a wonderful, wonderful group. So much fun. I feel blessed and really appreciative of when I have something to show you. Don't go anywhere. I'm about to show it to you. I'm going to make a video about it too. Hold on just a sec. Because this is really neat as snot. This came in the mail yesterday. And just need to get down. And this is as much mine as it is yours. Because without you, I wouldn't have gotten it. So this is my plaque from YouTube for getting 100,000 followers. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate you. Anyway, it's beautiful, and I had a very surreal moment when it came. Even though we're way past 100,000 now, it's still neat to get a plaque. It's still neat to get a plaque. Just, I know it's a little bit silly, but still need to get a plaque. So thank you. All right, let's see about some cheek color. I'm actually going to see if I can use this color right here. Maybe use that. Don't ask me why I wanted to do this. I just thought, well, we'll just see. You know, when I was young, I would buy cheap makeup. And a lot of it was Wet n Wild. And, you know, some of their stuff is very, very good. But I thought, well, let's just see if I had just a few dollars, you know, what we could do and not do. It's a reason to get online and talk, get to connect with you. It's definitely purpley, but it's definitely a color that I would wear. I think I would apply it differently. It's not the most blendable thing in the world, which was the same problem on my eyes. It's just not the most blendable thing. But if you sort of layer it with another color, it's a little better. It's a little bit better. Now I've got to figure out what to do with all this makeup because I'm never going to wear most of this again. So I think I'm going to take it to the beauty shop and just donate it. Because some of the ladies over there, you know, they don't have any money. And even if they just play around with it themselves for fun, I think that would be fun. So if you have an idea of where to donate makeup, I have donated makeup to several places. We used to have a place in Huntsville where it was a church that helped women who had been in difficult times, and they would help them with makeup and clothes so that they could go back into the workforce. And so, yeah, if you have a great idea about how to donate delicately used or once used makeup, I would love to hear it. Again, that eyeshadow has a perfume to it. I don't care for that, but all right, let's try a little bit of this highlighter. We're going to try it right just on the inner part. And I'll tell you why. If you've ever tried this, you already know. But if you put a little highlighter right on your inner eye, it'll do a little brightening and it looks nice. But if you try to go under your eye, it's tragic. It's tragic. Tragic like bad magic. And I'm washing off my eyeshadow brush that I had earlier. I hope I got it clean enough. And I'm using one of those makeup wipes. I'm going to see if I can use that to just, oh yeah, that worked fine. So right in that area, you know, you can use it. You might be able to use it more places than that, but I can only use it there. And if you want to highlight your nose, you know, they work nicely for that. Just a little bit of highlight. I like to keep my highlight toward the top of my nose because I would never want to highlight the tip of my nose. Wherever you highlight, you know, that's where it's going to draw attention to your face. So if you don't want attention, don't put the highlighter on, right? Or if you do want attention, put the highlighter on. That's why I said I figured it would look stupid above my eyebrows. I'm going to blend it a little bit more. But it does give your brow a little bit of a light lifting too. And I'm anxious to try this mascara. They did have a little dollar eyelash curler. So I'm going to give that a try. I feel like it's crooked, but it's working. It's doing its job. So I've learned that if you don't pump, if you just hold it there for about 10 seconds, it works really nicely. Of course, everybody's going to have their own way. The problem is holding it there for a count of 10 when your eyes are dry, so I tend to do it twice. And this is so rickety, it feels like it's gonna fall apart in my hand. But it's working, it's just feels rickety. Very rickety. Okay, and then I got this, I can't even read what it says. Wowie Lash by LA Colors. I have very, very low expectations at this point. All right. I hope I'm not being rude. Give it a little shake at the base. I'm not going to worry about putting on too much because it's actually kind of nice. See, when I start making fun of it, then it gets nicer. So that doesn't clump easily. I mean, for light mascara, it's kind of nice. So I'll have to put my money where my mouth is there. I got some false lashes there, so I wanted to try those too. And I've never used the LA Colors glue before, so that'll be new. So, and I got a little bit on my lid. Okay, so when you're doing false lashes, you definitely want to get some color on your lashes so that they match the lashes that you're going to put on. Even if you are wearing brown lashes. And I recently came across some brown lashes. I was like, that is amazing. Because sometimes people that have blonde hair or platinum hair, they don't like to wear the black lashes because they feel like they don't look right. So it's nice to have options. Always nice to have options. I'll just grab a couple of little. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to take some photos when I'm done today, and it's going to be interesting to see how they look. I may have to use a really big fat filter. I found these Tony lashes, and they have these little tiny things of glue by LA Colors. Hope they didn't roll away, because if they did, I can't do it. Where? Oh, here they are. And I do mean tiny. And I opened it up already. It does not have a brush on it. Oh, I just saw a question. Does anyone have a favorite foundation for mature skin? So, yeah, if you guys want to jump in and answer some of those questions, that would be great because you guys are experts. I would say that if you're looking for a favorite foundation, here's the thing. I get asked all the time about what's your favorite foundation for, 50 or 60-year-old skin or 40-year-old skin or whatever. But the thing is, it really depends on you. So if you're going to ask that question, it's helpful if you say what your skin type is, whether it's oily or dry or combination, and also what the finish is you're looking for. That is like a major thing because if you're only looking for a light finish, then it's much more easy for someone to say, oh, I have one that's a light finish that will, do a great job for you. But if you like full coverage, that's important, or if it has to be mattifying, or if you want a glowy look. So those things are really, really important when you're trying to find out, what other people think about foundation. So if you can include any of those details, the ladies that are here will definitely be able to put the recommendations in, and then you'll know that those recommendations are more closely matched to what you're interested in. So, sorry, I didn't mean to go all school teacher on you, but it's true that it's a lot more helpful to be, it's a lot easier to be helpful, with something like that, because I think foundation is very, very personal, just like skincare, very, very personal. And I definitely have done my my Googling, you know, saying what's the best this and what's the best that. But it is very, I mean, you're going to get a lot of different variations. Now, I want that to be on there, but this is a terrible applicator because it's hard. It's not a brush. So I'll have to figure out how to fix this, but you basically want to get the glue on there. This is horrid. And I definitely don't recommend this type of applicator. You basically want to get the glue on there and then allow it to dry. I think that's the easiest way to apply lashes. So just get it on there, allow it to dry, because it's going to get nice and tacky. Now, I'm not going to worry about trying to make that look perfect because it's not going to happen today. But I think that the lash band will cover it up, so we're not going to worry too much. Does somebody just send me money? Someone just sent me money. I think that is an amazing thing that people will send you money. You guys are great. You guys are great. Thank you so much. Wow, $10? You gotta be kidding me. That's so sweet. Thank you. I didn't look at the other one to see what it was because I just saw a big thing pop up that said something about money. I mean, that's just, you guys are great. Everybody does not have to give money, but I definitely appreciate it, you know. Definitely do. So that is just neat as snot. Neat as snot. I'm going to scroll back really quickly before I put these lashes on and see who did the other one. I see you, Diane. I see all of you, and I appreciate you for being here. I appreciate your being here. But I got to look at that other one too. Let's see, I got to scroll back. Wow, you guys are really commenting. May never get there. Angel, thank you so much. Thank you, Angel. And if anybody else gave before then, I did not see it because I wasn't looking, but I appreciate you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so these are Tony lashes. Tony lashes. And they look super, super light. So I like the super, super lightweight ones. And because everything seems like it's really, really heavy on my eye. And the older I get, like, my eyes just get tired from wearing glasses. And so there's that. And I can tell already that's really, really long, and I'm going to have to cut some off. So generally you want to cut off from the long end. There'll be, you know, it's more tapered on the one end than it is the other. So I know my eye is about that long. And I'm just going to try and get the other one about the same. These are really, really sticky. They already have the glue on them. So it's going to make my job a little bit easier. And I should have gotten some tweezers. That would have been nice, but I'm going to make it work. Make it work. And I'm hoping those are about the same. They're similar. They're similar like my eyebrows. Actually, I think those lines that I put in my eyebrows look ridiculous now. And I don't have a brush to go through them. I just looked with my glasses. All right, I'm going to have to fix that, but not right this second. Let's get these lashes on. Now, if you're a pro with lashes, you already know this, but if you have a lash that's got a thicker band, definitely warm it up, move it around a little bit so that when you stick it on your eye, it will conform to your eye shape and not just try to make your eye bend to its shape. I'm just trying not to stick it to my lashes. That worked pretty well. And I'll fix the lash, the liner here in a minute. But I just want to start those at about the same spot. And I did get some on my lashes, so it wants to stick there. We're just going to stick on one end. Hopefully it'll stay. And stick it on there. Give it a squeeze together. And there they are. Those are pretty lashes. Pretty lashes. I'm going to try to fill in this area here. It's going to be hard though because it's black. And this is brown. I'm going to try it anyway. A little bit helpful. I know what I'm going to do. Oh, ta-da! It's great when your brain starts working. Yay! All right, cleaning off that little brush, and I'm going to grab my mascara. Take a little bit of that mascara. See if I can use it for eyeliner. Oh, yeah. It's a wide brush. Could be tragic. Could be tragic. Could be good too, though. Could be really good. And it's already approved for eyes. It's soft. That looks better. That looks better. Okay. Try a little bit more. See if I can get it a little darker. The brush is just so big. I'm gonna bring it right on in. Don't ask me when I start doing the funny accents. I can't help myself. I think growing up all over the place really did that to me because I remember, well, my dad was in the service. And so not only did we experience different accents around the country, but then when we lived outside of the country, we also didn't blend in or tried to blend in with our accent, especially me being a kid. I didn't ever, we lived in England for a while, and I didn't ever adopt an English accent. I didn't live there long enough for that, but I knew other Americans that did, and it was really funny because they would make fun of me for being an American, and they were Americans. It's like, kids, children. All right, I think I'm going to stop there. That did not turn out too badly for that gigantic brush, and it gave a pretty look. I'm probably just going to use that right down here just a little bit too. Children, they're so wonderful. I have two, so. Well, one of mine is grown. The other one's almost grown. Mm. Mm. Okay, there we go. Done with the lashes. That's all of the makeup that I bought. So it could have been a lot better. It could have been a lot worse. I gotta try this this fingernail polish really quickly just to see if it's any good. This one is by CV, and it says CV Color Vibe with Hardeners nail polish. So I love that color. Let's see how it looks on. And if it's pretty, I'll do all of my nails later with it. But I just wanted you to be able to see. See, I'm not even trying to hold it up to the camera. So there it is. It actually was kind of pretty. I like that. It's a nice spring color. I don't know how long it'll last, probably not very long. And I'm probably going to do my press-on nail. They're not press-on nails, they're press-on fingernails later. I'll make a video on those. They're super easy because I generally will mess these up. I'm going to be too impatient. I'm going to touch it or bump it or something, and then it's not going to work. So I don't usually paint my nails for that reason. And I actually went over some makeup right there. So that's going to be a mess. But that's a cute color. It's not super pigmented. And I don't know if it's got some strange stuff in it because I've never heard of it before. So I don't know. I like the formaldehyde-free stuff. So, and I'm sure none of it's good. I'm sure none of it's good for you. But anyway, so I appreciate you being here so much. Thanks for hanging out with me on Saturday. This has been so much fun. Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for the lovely comments. I will read through everything and respond if there is a question. But I do appreciate you. And thanks so much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow, God willing. Bye.